If we catch her again, I'll be entitled to call McKay by his Christian name.
Lead on, Holmes.
Constable, it's Sherlock Holmes. I'd like to survey the scene.
There's a murder inquiry hereabouts. You know Inspector Lestrade don't tolerate intruders at our investigations.
You can read, can't you, Roach? Lestrade has requested my assistance.
No need to be snide, Mr. Holmes. I'm just following orders.
Following orders, the last refuge of the immoral and the inept.
What's that?
Your predilections notwithstanding, I will examine the scene, Constable.
I don't like interference, Mr. Holmes. I'll be keeping an eye on you. Might try to make me look bad.
That wouldn't be difficult, but I have better things to do. I'm sure Lestrade would be stupefied if you've discovered anything of interest.
I applied my eagle eye to the area. There's nothing here.
Better light might reveal more, and the skills of the investigator are not unimportant.
Precisely why I'm on the case. There's men for the job. I know a crime when I see it.
Very sly. But I doubt your vigilance will be rewarded.
Who's to say? I'll be pushing off soon for my tea.
What can you tell me about the crime, Constable?
Why Lestrade needs you is beyond me. Seems like you're always begging information from us.
As you haven't solved the case, perhaps you might humour the inspector and simply answer the question?
The victim was shot at close range by an unknown assailant. Probably happened nearby and recently. The body ended up in the river. A wherryman fished it out. That's it.
Where might I find the wherryman?
Body's name is Needham. Jesse Needham. Lives off the Aldgate High Street. 6 Half Moon Passage. If you're planning a visit, consider a firearm. The inspector always takes a pistol east of Bishopsgate.
Ismail Pasha's gift looks hauntingly mysterious in this light.
And you can't see the damage wreaked by coal dust and the climate. A decade in England has mutilated the obelisk more than 3 millennia in Egypt. It's sickening.
The dolt called me an intruder. Can you credit it?
He's either ignorant or intentionally insulting.
A little of both. The moronic and the abusive are evenly matched in his character. Let's be off, Watson. I didn't really want to be here anyway.
We came here for good reasons, Holmes. Official rudeness or incompetence does not diminish their validity.
Our Constable Roach is a congenital idiot, Watson.
A man with his limitations should find another line of work.
I guarantee what he has found barren will bear fruit for us, but not now. Do you recall the great Goethe's dying words, Watson?
Regrettably, my German is non-existent, Holmes.
Mehr Licht, he said. More light. We have a similar need.
Less official surveillance might serve a similar purpose.
In this light, I can't do much better than the cretinous constable.
You could do better on hearsay. But I'm sorry I didn't bring the bullseye.
Never mind, I've got mine. But I don't plan on doing his job for him. Another time will suit us better. Tell me about the corpse you pulled from the river, won't you?
I told the old Bill what I knowed. I was sculling near the Whitehall steps when I heard pistol shots. A little later I comes across a fresh stiff floating face down. I put one and one together, hauled him up from the Needle and waited for a copper.
These steps are a good bit west of the Needle, and the tide was running out to sea. You were lucky to catch up with the body.
If you've seen the body, you got an odd notion of luck. The police were satisfied.
Have you done army service, Needham?
I wouldn't say no to the Queen's shilling, but I never fancied work on land.
The Navy, then? You were a sailor?
Never. Bunch of ponces in uniform couldn't navigate a drainage ditch. Seen 'em struggle in the Deptford Reach, just running with the tide.
What were you doing on the river, Mr. Needham?
Trying to earn me brass. Man's got to work day and night just to live in these hard times.
Forget the fable you told the police. I think you witnessed a crime on the embankment.
I saw naught.
Nonsense. You were close by. With no experience of small arms, you identified pistol shots. Whitehall is too distant to hear distinctly, even over water, and from there you'd never catch up to a body moving on the tide.
That's just talk. You know what they say, talk is cheap.
It depends on the subject and the speaker. The police might find my argument pure gold.
Tin more like, or I don't know, PC Roach and Inspector Lestrade.
You have a point. Strangely, the corpse you found had no personal effects. Perhaps some of them found their way here.
You'll never know. Got no rights to snoop. Man's owns his castle.
If you'd prefer, I can bring back a warrant and a load of policemen.
No need for that. I'm guilty of nothing. I didn't shoot the bloke. I kept him from going to sea.
And took a souvenir from the body, Mr. Needham? A remembrance of your good deed?
Go ahead. See what you can find. Nothing worth sixpence or I'm related to the Queen.